Yeah. Yeah. Look, Wrestling 101, classes in session. Pay attention to the teachings, that's from Andrew and Derek. I mean, these guys making a killing with no competition. Dynamic duo better than the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys. Everybody make some noise, mess with them, you get destroyed. They cannot be beat, take a seat. Watch them do they thing on the MIC. Face defeat, they cannot be seen like JC. Oh my goodness, it's a killing spree.
Hi, this is Cheryl Russa. You are listening to Wrestling IQ 101.
Hey everyone, this is Andrew from Wrestling IQ 101. When I'm not hosting our podcast, I'm usually at collarandelbowbrand.com. That's right, Collar and Elbow is the only place that combines wrestling with street attire. And I know what you're thinking, I want to look fashionable too, and I also want to save 10%. So head over to collarandelbowbrand.com and use the promo code WIQ101 and look fashionable and save some money. And now, on with the show. Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of Wrestling IQ 101. I'm Andrew, and Wrestling IQ 101 can be followed on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Wrestling IQ 101. You can listen here on YouTube at Wrestling IQ 101 by hitting the subscribe button, or you can search Wrestling IQ 101 on iTunes and hitting subscribe. And today, I'm joined by Gimmick Tree's very own Charlie Armstrong Hartman. How's it going, man?
Hey, bud, how are you?
Oh, man, I'm doing great. You know what? Another show coming up, Modern Vintage, is going to be taking over New Jersey on September 15th in Voorhees, New Jersey. Can you just tell people how they can get tickets before we, start talking about some of the matches?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, it's real simple. If you go into, if you throw in the old Google machine, it's Always Wrestling in New Jersey on Facebook. The event page will pop up. There's a ticket link right there. If you go onto our Facebook page, you go to any of our social media stuff, the ticket link is there, and it's available. You just click on it and go from there.
Absolutely awesome. And, of course, you can get tickets at the door, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about ringside. I have to check our ringside. Our ringside, I believe, is about 80% sold out. So ringside is selling out very quickly. But, yeah, I mean, there will be general admission tickets at the door.
Awesome. And, yeah, this is, I was there last time for Modern Vintage. It was a fantastic show. You don't want to miss this event because, I mean, where else are you going to see guys from AEW, some ECW legends? This is a combination of homegrown talent, and you definitely don't want to miss this one for sure.
Absolutely.
We got to talk about this one because, this is a feud that I think people are going to be talking about, or still talking about, from the last show, and that's LSG and Jimmy Rave. What a fantastic match, but this time it's a little bit different because the ladies are getting involved because LSG will be teaming up with Gabby Ortiz while Jimmy Rave teams up with Gabby Gilbert.
Yeah, I mean, it's the battle of the Gabbies mixed in with their significant others. It's a little bit, interesting twist and turn that was added to this feud between these guys, and I think it's very interesting. I think Jimmy Rave and LSG had the match of the night at our last show, and maximum effort, and I think that these guys are going to add something very special to the show.
Sure, you have to. I can't wait to see who walks out of that one. So you have to be there in person, because that's going to be a great matchup for anybody in attendance. But another matchup that I think people are also going to be really interested in seeing is, Jason Kincade, who really was phenomenal last time out there in Philly. He'll be taking on Sabu.
Yeah, I mean, this is a dream match in a lot of people's eyes, man. I mean, Jason Kincade, is an original, modern vintage original. I mean, from day one. I mean, him and John Schuyler had the very first match in the history of modern vintage against each other, and Jason Kincade gets the opportunity to take on a person he grew up watching and idolizing. I mean, this is truly a modern versus vintage match. This is the core built of what modern vintage is built on. And, I mean, the good part is, Sabu is not a person who's ready to hang up the laces. He's out there humping the roads still to this day and making bones, hitting the road. And I think it's pretty incredible at his age that he's still going at his speed that he is. and it's going to be a pretty awesome opportunity to see Sabu return to the Philadelphia, New Jersey area, and my opinion will be a match that he has a lot to prove to as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't even talk. I'm so flustered with that match and how excited I am for that. Especially last time out for Jason. I mean, that was just great. Another match that people are going to be talking about is Stockade versus Tommy Dreamer versus C.W. Andersen. I mean, we got to get into this one because that's anybody's game to win.
Yeah, I mean, the road to the Brody Cup begins here and always wrestles in New Jersey, and it's Brody Cup is a very special event for us every year. This year, or next year, it will be taking place in WrestleMania weekend, and we're starting it off a little bit early because there's going to be so many cool qualifying matches that we've got planned for the next couple months. I mean, but how do you not start it off with the guy who won it from last year, Tommy Dreamer?
Yeah, absolutely. He has some epic challenges if he wants to try to regain that prestigious cup.
Right.
Sure.
I mean, and then think about it. Him and C.W. Andersen against each other. I mean, a rivalry that was one of ECW's top rivalries. And I mean, then you add Joe Stockade in the mix of that. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you didn't make it easy for the current and reigning defending champion of that cup, but yeah, I mean, he's going to have to really put his Yankee uniform on if he wants to, come out with the win out of this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't think Tommy won it any other way.
Oh man, well I like hearing that. Also, can you tell us who Blaxstrom is going to be versing?
Nick Moretti. I mean, if you go, I mean, he's an incredible opponent. He's going to be in this year's PW. Sorry, my phone was cutting off. He'll be in this year's BOLA out for Pro Wrestling Guerrilla out in California.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's from Australia. He's an international superstar. He returns to Modern Vintage. He was with us a couple of years ago when he was making his U.S. tour then, and we're really excited about having him back.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, two great competitors in those two guys for sure. Another match that I really think people are really going to be interested in seeing is that the Dawsons versus the Heavy Hitters in a Doors match. I mean, last time out, the Dawsons forgot Steve Mack. They forgot Magic. They didn't even know who they were, but I think they remember them now.
Yeah, I mean, it's very hard to forget who the Heavy Hitters are, and I believe Steve Mack and Magic damn sure showed the Dawsons who they are. The reason they've been hitting people for years.
Yeah, it was crazy because I was sitting there, I was spectating like everybody else, and during intermission, this rivalry spilled out. I've never seen anything like that before. I've never seen anybody during intermission attack each other. This is personal.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely holds holding a little bit of anger with each other, and we're really excited about seeing it, and I mean, it's gonna continue to grow and get crazier. You know what I mean, with each other.
Sure, I can't wait to see what happens this time. I mean, last time out, probably the best tag teams in the area just going at it. But this time at Doors match, I've seen Monster Mack throw people through walls. I'd like to see him throw some people through some doors.
Yeah, I don't think Zane and Dave are looking forward to that. But I mean, we'll definitely see how it goes for everybody in 2 weeks.
Absolutely. Another match. The Unwanted versus SCU. Are you worried that this is the worst town they'll ever be in?
I mean, we are in Jersey, and I think it's the worst state in the world. New Jersey is, but I mean, that's that's just that's a personal note. But I mean, I'm really excited about having SCU here with us. I mean, as they end their independent careers, it's a real honor to have them. The very last match on the independents, they will be with us before they head off to the big world of TNT and AEW. We're truly excited.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what a team to have, and what a matchup, because I mean, look at I mean, just look at this matchup. I mean, it wasn't that long ago where these guys were just busting their butts, and here they are, going on to bigger and brighter things. So it's going to be awesome. Even Joe Gacy, on the Evolve show. How awesome is that?
Well, I mean, just go back and think about this. This is kind of a cool scenario that we're having, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Kobe Carino and Joe Gacy currently compete for Evolve, right?
Sure.
Evolve is affiliated with who? The WWE.
Yes.
So we are having, on the independent time, for the first time, Evolve/WWE versus AEW.
Sure. I mean, you just phrased it so well, and that's only part of the reason to come there. You get to see all these guys. You can do some meet and greets starting at 4:00, but there's also a matchup that we have to talk about because we didn't get it the last time, and I think it's been, sometimes you wait for something long enough, you get what you expected, and that is Michael Elgin versus Joey Lynch. I mean, the match that I've been waiting for, the match that people have been waiting for, and it takes place in Voorhees, New Jersey on September 15th.
Yeah, it's 2 years in the making, or a year and a half in the making, and I mean, we're excited. Joey Lynch, I mean, the King of Moonsaults, he's out there humping those roads with that belt, doing his thing, man, and we're really excited. Him and Michael Elgin, we'll go at it. But here's a spoiler alert. Now, This was just signed. Now, as somebody that I'm close to the businesses, this ain't a spoiler alert. This is a fact.
Yeah.
That Joey Lynch will defend the Modern Vintage title 2 nights prior at CZW's Down with the Sickness. He will defend it against LSG. Now, if LSG, and I know everyone's asking, well, what happens if LSG wins the title?
Yeah.
Well, then obviously that changes the entire scope of the entire show. Would Michael Elgin still get a title match and everything? We would have to go into, Saturday would send us into a tailspin, because what had happened in that situation was I was unaware that I had signed an open contract with CZW to have the Modern Vintage title defended on an upcoming event. I did not realize that, promoter DJ Hyde wanted to actually do it on that night, and a lot of people are thinking that DJ did it just to possibly screw with our show, knowing that it would throw it in a monkey wrench.
Wow, I mean, would you put it past him? I don't know.
I mean, he is an asshole.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, but you couldn't blame him. I mean, who wouldn't want to have a match like that on their show?
I don't blame him because LSG is one of the top, top acts in the business right now.
Sure.
That's not signed. Exclusively to anybody. But knowing that the effects he could have on It's Always Wrestling New Jersey is incredible, because what could happen is literally Michael Elgin could once again do a title match. What would I have to do? Do I have to pull LSG out of that match and put him against Michael Elgin on a one-on-one? Does then Joey Lynch go and team with Gabby against Jimmy Rave? It's completely thrown our office in a complete uproar.
Yeah, well, it absolutely sounds like that. But you'll have to check out CCW Down with the Sickness, like you said, 2 days prior. Friday night, Friday night, the 13th of September. It's going to be a very, very cool night. I know they have G-Raver returning for the first time, and I know DJ's got a lot of surprises he's planning, and you never know, though, since DJ decided to screw with our show, what we could possibly do to his show. Sure. That is a fair play. I don't think anybody will blame you if you want to retaliate.
Yeah, this is true.
Turn around is fair play. But we have to get back to the task at hand, because starting at 4:00 at the Voorhees Coliseum Sports Academy. You can go in and you can meet the stars prior to their matches. A little preview of what you're going to be seeing that night. You're going to see the stars like SCU. Michael Elgin's going to be there, and of course, Sabu and Tommy Dreamer and C.W. Andersen will be signing autographs, taking pictures.
Yeah, I absolutely. I want to take a moment to thank Connor Promotions, Matt Cross there. He's actually helping bring Tommy Dreamer and C.W. In for the meet and greet a little early for the fans. Be a chance before they get in that ring and step it up. It'll give them a chance to go back in history a little bit. A cool photo op with two ECW originals. We're really excited about Connor Productions helping us. Without them doing it, it would be hard bringing guys like this a little early. We also, definitely note that the Retro Studios will be there with the brand new wrestling game that everyone's talking about. It's going to be very cool. They actually will have a modern vintage gimmick tree ring designed inside the video game that everybody will get to play that night live during the Fan Fest. So we're really excited about that. It'll be a really cool time. And there's going to be a lot of different merch there, a lot of different autograph stuff there we'll have available, and we will actually be giving away some tickets as well for the upcoming AEW show in Philadelphia that's sold out. We'll be giving away a couple tickets as well. Our friends at AEW sent us some tickets for a promotional giveaway, and we're really excited.
Yeah, I think you know me. I'd like to enter that. But sure, that's...
Andrew, you're technically staff now. You got in the ring last time you worked, so you're not eligible for giveaways.
Oh, man. Well, again, thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. But I'll leave that to the wrestlers. But, you're going to be able to win cool prizes. Like you said, there's video games. And Modern Vintage puts on a fantastic wrestling show every time. Charlie, can you just tell people how they can get tickets once again?
Yeah, man. It's real simple. Just I know a lot of people might be listening to it, may not have a pad and pen in their hand. Just real simple. Just go grab that. Throw in that Google machine. Gimmick Tree Entertainment on Facebook, and our Facebook page will pop up, and you can hit events right there, and you can find us. And or if you just go into a Facebook page, it's Always Wrestling in New Jersey. It'll pop up right there. And, ticket links there. Tickets are, general admission tickets are just $15 in advance. They'll be $20 day of. So you might want to get them early, save a couple dollars you get. Plus, that guarantees you a ticket in. You ain't got to worry about waiting in line forever and everything. So, pretty good opportunity for everybody.
Yeah, it's going to be a spectacular event. And, of course, Charlie, we can't wait to see what you do again, because every time you put on a show, it's always an epic show. Those matches I saw last time, they were amazing. I had one of the best times of my life at coming to Modern Vintage. And awesome, man. Again, man, I hope everybody comes out, man. We got a lot of cool stuff we got upcoming this year, and it kind of September's always kind of our we kind of like, it's not a big show year. Our big show of the year is going to be in November. It'll be November 17th. We will be making some big announcements about that. I can let you guys know right now that Masada will be making his Modern Vintage debut. Holy shit.
And then also Jacob Fatu, the ML World Heavyweight Champion, the guy who is red hot right now, will be making his debut in November. And then, it's an incredible time we have. Our November show is always our big show of the year. We got some really cool matches planned. And then, October, this year we're going to be taking place in the Superstars of Wrestling reunion down in Rome, Georgia. David Starr has actually signed up to actually compete. He will face whoever the Modern Vintage World Champion is at that time. So if Joey Lynch can survive LSG, he can survive Michael Elgin, and a couple more tests between now and then, he has David Starr waiting for him on October the 19th in Rome, Georgia.
Well, the people in Georgia are in for a treat if that shall happen.
Yeah. And the cool thing about that fan fest. I mean, I know we're here to promote the Jersey show, but
sure.
I know your show goes worldwide. If you're going to be in the Rome, Georgia area, you're going to be in the Atlanta area. I mean, keep an eye out for this Super Fan Fest, Superstars of Wrestling Fan Fest in Rome, Georgia. Last year they had the Bucks on this show. They had Jeff Jarrett. I mean, they've had Ric Flair there. They've had the who's who in the past couple of years, and this year we will actually be bringing in a Road Warrior Animal. We'll be bringing Bob Orton in, Jimmy Hart in, Disco Inferno. It's going to be a huge opportunity for us to grow our fan base a little bit more, and I mean we're really grateful for you guys down in on the Georgia area, Sean and all his partners, and the Forum Coliseum for helping us put on the event. I mean, one of the most professional groups I've ever dealt with. I mean, I deal with a lot of groups, right, and a lot of different people. And it's really cool to deal with somebody so professional. They always take care of all their bills on time, and as my good friend Jimmy Cornette says, they use their blinker signals and they use their turn signals correctly. They're good organization.
Wow, that's pretty awesome, man. I'm glad to see Modern Vintage doing some big things. Yeah, if you're down in Georgia, you want to check that out. Definitely check out the Gimmick Tree on Facebook, and they'll send you to all the links. And of course, It's Always Wrestling in New Jersey is taking place September 15th. And Charlie, thanks again for taking up the time and giving us some insight.
I mean, and again, anybody out there, social media, look, I'm the most reachable guy in wrestling. My Facebook page is Charlie Armstrong Hartman. If you go on the flyer, there's a phone number that you can reach me at pretty much 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you guys attend the shows, I've said this on the show before, if you guys attend the show and something goes wrong, you have a horrible experience, or if there's something that we could do to better your experience as a fan, please let me know, because that's how we grow and we learn from our mistakes. Like our last show, was really good in a lot of parts, and a lot of parts that we kind of grew from and we made mistakes from, and we've learned to fix it and everything. And how we grow as a promoter and as a company is we actually listen to you guys, the fans, because at the end of the day, we're all fans. Everybody here is a fan of professional wrestling. That's what makes what I love more than anything is, a perfect world to me is an arena full of people of all ages, sexes, races, everybody coming together to watch a good night of wrestling, kind of just getting away from the world and all the bullshit that's out in it, and just enjoying what we truly love.
Yeah, that's one thing you definitely get there. I can attest to it from being to a Gimmick Tree Modern Vintage show. And, for us, we've been Wrestling IQ 101. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Wrestling IQ 101. You can subscribe right here on YouTube, or you can follow us here at Wrestling IQ 101 on iTunes just by typing that in and subscribing. You can check out past episodes, new episodes, and we will see everybody very soon.